And I'm back with more Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I accidentally turned off the button for some fucking reason. I don't know why. I almost never do that. Hey, Nick. What is it? Something wrong? No, but you see all the people here? It's crazy. Check out Mask to Mask Glossy. You bought this? Where? From the little tents in the front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Okay, maybe next time don't break. I'm guilty! Throw the book at me! Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it! I did. Doesn't look like things are getting any less ugly for you. It's because I did it! I'm the criminal me! He's at it again. I sent the lordly card. I sent the calling card. I know I did. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Come on, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi. Bonjour. Well, I don't really know why I should be speaking French. Leave it to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Yeah. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. And why are you smiling like that? Well, if you excuse me, I got some errands to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. I can't believe I gotta re-record this bit. To be honest, I don't know if he's mask to mask or not. But there's one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. I guess I'd just have to trust Desiree. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you this. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? Huh? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you again? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. He's the one they were talking about. Your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with? None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you never lost. Exactly. I've never lost. Never won either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as saplings. Well, yes, but a mask in a court of law? Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we're all wearing masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. This guy's the real deal, Nick. Why does it always seem like they're the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Trite. Is he a friend of yours? No, I don't know of any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this guy? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Those things aren't fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before your case breaks in two? Well, then, let's hear from the first witness. My name is... No one's asked for your name. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, let's hear about what did you know about the thief and that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Let's hope I don't have to re-record this again. Master Mask is a master thief who first started this crime spree about 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling cards before he even commits the crimes. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is he always goes after the most precious of art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. Fits his M.O. to a T. So then his actual identity is... Mr. Godot, what are you... He's gonna die drinking that much. We're in the middle of a trial. Blacker than moonless nights. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That's coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee. What? Can't be letting him slide this early. Proceed with your cross-examination. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up that Mr. Light has masked the mask, all we can do is show him that he wasn't. That it wasn't him who stole the urn. Can I ask you something, detective? Just hearing that little question is gonna make me a little nervous, but okay. You always said he goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. There's one problem. That's not what he did. The supposedly priceless art doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean, pal? Nick, how could you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant in a financial sense. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what was the value of the urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the very worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item he would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask? That's exactly what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction, so... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. What was the last robbery? Was it the last robbery the work of Mask to Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? Excuse me. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite. Huh? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess, I think. Sorry, I don't get it. If you're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask who stole it, then it must be someone imitating his methods. A fake. A fake? Fake the mask? That sounds so stupid, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof's in order. Prove that the person that appeared in Lordly Taylor was a fake. I don't approve of his behavior, but his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was, in fact, Mask the Mask. The proof is right here. This is a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and point out what is particular. It's right here, of course. You mean his mask to mask? I have here a piece of reference that I would like people to look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I got this morning? The problem I have is the security camera on the brooch on the chest. A breach? Bailiff, get my steed. I need to retreat. A brooch. A sort of clasp to hold a cape? A clasp, huh? Oh, I see. But Damask is in the security photo. He's not wearing one. The brooch is the same as the emblem on the calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing one. In other words, this mask Damask is a fake. I've been fooled again. It's undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how to... Hey, now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame for this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Oh, it's the brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this? That's his brooch. Where'd you find it? Well, I've always had a good eye for and nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. He must mean the statue of Ami Faye. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. This guy's one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, little lady. That friend of yours left some pretty little hickeys on there, too. Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to his fingerprints. Huh? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. She appears to have been torn off with some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night. Uh-oh. We have a problem. You mess with Godot, and you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That don't sound too good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally time for that ace detective, huh? One second is one drip in the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zvarri! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atmey, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They're either the best of friends or they'll tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime you were alone in security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe were worth anything, that is. Why is this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us about the special monocle of yours you witnessed. What the special monocle of yours witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date had changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask Damask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike, and when I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So you didn't get a clear look at him? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that has limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of this. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We're not speaking of any ordinary thief, but the king of thieves, the great Mask the Mask, my arch enemy. That is why my instincts, or this is what my instincts and years of experience are telling me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination. It was a... Nope. I've already done this part before. Let's see. 2, 3... Mr. Atmey, could you take a look at this with this special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. It is, in point of fact, his brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. Clearly shows signs of being ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. And the only thing I can think of... And there's only one person who was in a position to struggle with the thief. The only person on security duty that night. You! Detective Atmey, you must have fought with the thief last night. So, why did you lie in your testimony? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No! Wait just a moment. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I was dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. You can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Witness, so you're now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atmey, agree completely. Yay. Alright. So I'm going to cut this in half because I had to re-record it. I was probably going to do that anyway because it seems like this segment's going to be a lot longer than the other one. And I also need to rest my voice because I pressed a button too early. Anyway, we'll get back to this next time.